And we're the boys.
Yeah.
Oh, we're the boys.
Boys.
We're the boys.
We're the boys.
We're the boys.
We're
And
the
Anna
boys.
is a boy, and Mitch is a boy, and Chris is a boy, and Tim is a boy. And together we're the boys and the boys.
Strike Canadian Tire. Strike Canadian Tire. Strike Canadian Tire.
Hey guys, we're outside of Canadian Tire today, watching a strike that's going on.
What do we want? Luke, to get 3 days vacation. When do we want it? Now!
When do we want it?
When do we want to start it? Right now.
Right now.
See, but then it would go viral, and it would be like, we're making a change, and really the everyone would be like, what's Canadian Tire? Canadian Tire. We should go to Canadian Tire. That's interesting.
Go check that place out. It's like
Exclusive to Canada. That's interesting. We should visit next time we go.
Where's
people are
Canada?
like crossing the border to come to Canadian Tire.
They're like,
It's like,
Canada's
how did
business.
you-
Give Luke some time off?
Actually, there's people that actually cross the border just to come to Canadian Tire.
What?
No joke.
I mean, to be fair, I would cross the border to go to Tim Hortons.
Why?
I would
Sherry.
too.
You don't have
Why?
I know, but I mean,
It's a
You
lot
know,
cheaper.
someone
I
bought
go to the U.S. to go to the one Tim Hortons on the border.
Tim Hortons isn't Canadian anymore.
Yes, it is. It's just that it's not exclusively. Well, actually, I think you're right. I think
It's
America
not
did
owned
buy
by.
it.
Yeah,
It's owned by
not
Wendy's, isn't it?
Yeah, and Wendy's is American.
You smell amazing.
I know. I have. We went shopping and for the
okay,
first
this
time.
is my
for the,
doing because
oh yeah,
we
so
walk this is my doing because I walk
okay,
into Bath
so
and Body Works
Sherry's
alone.
grappling me and smelling me.
We're all
I'm getting smelled.
So okay, this is
Someone
how.
help me. Okay, guys. So we had an amazing day.
Oh,
Here it
yes.
is.
Are you recording this?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, jeez, when did you start recording?
Bring it on.
By the way,
Yes.
welcome to Podcast 8. Tricked ya.
No point did I know.
So this is my doing in order for Chris to get some new smelling.
Not actually. Not you didn't do this on purpose.
No, I
How
know,
could you
but
say
I'm just
that,
saying
Chris?
this is how it happened.
Yeah.
I walk into Bath and Body Works, and then Chris goes, "Oh, this looks nice. Where's the men's section?" I point him to the back of the store, and
Oh,
then
yeah, girl.
and then him and Luke go in the back, and then that's when Chris started smelling out some cologne and perfume, and
And
I
I'm
was
like,
oh,
these aren't that good. The one was kind of okay, but I was like, I've always kind of thought about buying cologne at some point, and then I think, I don't know, it was in my mind. I think we might have checked out one other place.
Well,
So he bought Hummer.
we just
No.
Oh, that's my friend James'
So I bought a
favorite.
brand new
You got
Hummer, $12,000.
Whoa.
It's
Per
one
ounce.
1 pound of this Hummer.
But it's just a small bottle.
Yeah, it's
You drive it around all the
it's
time.
electric. It's electric. It came with the remote.
It's so cool, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, I put it on me all the time.
See,
it's electric.
it can go under water, but then it like doesn't come back up. So it also rinses circuits, but it can go underwater.
So we went to Walmart
interesting.
We went to- and you went
at
to-
some point, maybe that night. No,
no, it
next
was that
night.
same night.
That same night, I was like determined to find some cheaper ones because it was like $35 for a bottle of it. So I was like, there must be cheaper, and it's just scent stuff, so it can't be, there can't be anything special about
But
it.
you thought it was gonna
So
be
so we went to Walmart, and we were smelling the wall of the different ones, and then we were like, oh, this is okay, and we found one that was okay, and it was at
Adidas.
Adidas.
Yeah.
And then we were like, I don't know. You don't want to I don't want to really buy it, and then like not
Because it
really
wasn't
like
a
it.
tester, basically, so
Yeah.
it wasn't a box.
It was a big, yeah. And then walking out, we saw on the aisle there was a 3-pack of 3 different ones from Adidas for $20. So it was like the same price, but I got 3 different kinds. So if I don't like one, I got 2 other ones. So I got that, and like, yeah, the biggest one of them all was the best. So that was awesome.
Nice.
Hashtag he bought perfume.
Girls
Extra
perfume.
swag, smells good.
Yeah. Oh
He
yeah.
thought it was gonna be like
Yeah, it
his.
So,
smells good.
I'll
You just
spice
order
up
it.
Mitch.
So you brought them there because you're like, you guys smell.
Horrible.
Go back there.
Well, no, because I haven't bought Bath and Body Works in a while for myself, and knowing me, I bought some seasonal ones, but I've been a little behind on that one. So.
Well, you both smell great.
You
Aw.
I won't say who smells better,
No, let's
Mitchell.
not make this a competition.
Hashtag Mitchell
but
smells
now
everyone.
everyone's saying who smells better.
But I guess I don't need to say it because everyone stated it.
But I'll say this: I definitely smelled Chris a lot closer. I
Oh.
was very intimate with smelling Chris.
Okay, moving on.
Can I talk about something?
Go for
when
it.
I hear the word intimate, or when I say
Love.
it, like I can say like Tim and I are intimate, but that sounds sexual. But it shouldn't, because Tim and I are super intimate with one another, where we like hug and we're close.
'Cause
And me
you're-
and
you're
Chris,
And we've been
like
friends
all of us.
forever. We're
we're all
brothers.
super close in the way that we like snuggle. But when you say, "Oh, we're intimate," that's the only word that can really describe what we are. But it also is taken in the wrong context
Yes.
because
Yeah.
it
That's
sounds
that's
bad.
if you think it that way, but if you don't think it, like
But
between
the
all
thing-
my
yeah,
point
I
is,
know.
people
The point
automatically
is,
think
everyone is now thinking
like
that
even
intimate.
when I said that, Sheri knows us, but I said Tim and I are intimate, and she started giggling.
Because why I started giggling.
She started giggly.
is because is because I'm hearing it through our listeners' ears.
Mm-hmm.
I know what you and Tim have is just like a platonic, close relationship.
What's
Well,
Like platonic is like you're just friends, you're close friends. Like there's
It's
nothing,
like there's
no
nothing
sexual element
sexual
to,
here.
No,
to
but
your
there's a
relationship.
lot of love going around between us two.
Oh, there's a
Yeah.
lot
Yes,
of love.
but it's also your personalities. You know, you're affectionate people. I know that.
See,
but
I
when
wear my
I
top
hear,
hat. Tim wears his.
You know,
I can
Mitchell
see
saying,
that.
you know, Tim and I are intimate. That
That does sound weird.
it sounds a little bit.
It sounds
off.
terrible, but the thing is, it comes. I find that it comes with like a trust that there isn't anything there
Yeah.
on his side and on my side,
Yeah.
and that it won't be anything.
No,
like,
like, you're
if we're like
const-
cuddling, it's not like he will actually like want to cuddle me as like this really weird thing where like it would be like that. I would never talk to him again. Like if I found out that he actually was like,
No, that's
You know,
not good.
I was like,
and
oh,
I
still talk to him.
no. If I found that
It
he
would-
was
it would
doing
get
that
weird.
because he was like liked
Wanting to
me
get
in
in
a
his
really
pants.
weird way,
Right.
Wanted
it would
the
make me
physical
so I would
contact.
never trust him at that level
Right,
again
right,
because
right.
Yeah,
Trust
because
at that level,
it wasn't
but I
there.
That's a good
See,
point.
but we like
And it was that
yeah.
trust that would be broken. Like I wouldn't be able to
handle it like if you were to do it again.
to feel comfortable going
Which is-
there.
But
Yeah.
you would still talk to him. He would still be your
Who
friend.
knows?
He'd be like,
Yeah, no.
Well,
hi there. How are you? Okay. Talk
I
to you
think
next year.
honestly, I probably would be scared. If,
Yeah, he would be. He would, because
I would be like, because I don't.
he knows there's nothing between us, but he would feel awkward when we're in public and I like hold his hand. Like he would feel awkward then and be like, "No, I don't want that to happen." Like he used to do that all the time
Probably
because he
just-
didn't like the idea of even people getting the idea that there might be something there
Right.
because he
Or
knew
just
there
even
wasn't.
like the people that like, because I can see like what you mean, like people just assuming that you guys are a couple, but you're really
Exactly.
not. So like, you just be like,
And that made him uncomfortable.
See, we trust each other to control ourselves and,
And there's
stay.
nothing there.
Yeah, there's to.
But not
to
even
not
like there's
let
a,
anything
there's a
get there
borderline.
and-
But not even to
Yeah.
Because I'm
control
constantly
ourselves.
like not letting myself, because it's
Mhm.
such an intimate, like we'll like closely hug all three of us and like
And then we
you
look around
can
and then,
easily
oh.
get into the wrong mindset or something. So I'm constantly like fighting. No, I love these
This
guys,
is
these
just love.
brothers. Like
Yeah.
like I'm constantly staying in the right mindset, or else I'll get lost into that.
Yeah, it's just love here. Intimate love.
Yeah.
It's just.
Oh, they're all over each other.
We're now hugging. But see, the other thing is
You guys are brothers.
to be. This is sick. The other thing is though, you have to admit, and Kayla, you're an outsider. You
She
have
fits
to
in
admit
real
well. What was
that
happening right
is
there?
Oh no.
that is different.
What just happened right there?
Most
Oh, yeah.
brothers don't hug.
No, I know.
Me and my brother.
So what
Most-
did you feel when you
most
saw
best
that?
friends-
What
Like,
what
ew,
did
that's
you feel?
awkward.
Oh, let her speak.
No, like I feel like because obviously you guys are brothers, so
Yeah.
obviously like you guys like like it's brotherly love basically.
But
so
it's
not
different
like
though, isn't it?
no, but yeah, because you don't see a lot of brothers doing
No.
that because
See,
you
but here's
Yeah.
the thing. That was just hugging.
Oh,
We are like this. Like we are like
oh no,
leg
I
over leg.
just don't break anything.
I'm really glad people can't see that. Thank goodness this is only audio.
This is how we are.
Wow. Wow, this is like This is like unbelievably
For
Easy,
people who are
easy,
listening,
easy.
we
Oh.
literally contorted ourselves around each other.
in this weird Cirque du Soleil thing.
Let me just tell you that looked fabulous. On the
So I think my head smells like armpit. It got shoved inside.
So pretty much you just really like cling on, put your arm everywhere to make it like super comfortable until you're like your whole body's in a lazy boy seat, like you know. And,
See,
then,
like-
and then we just relax and like.
I'm not sure we should.
And that's the thing. See, but
This is truth, and people need to know this stuff. It is
It's okay for men to be sensitive and affectionate with each
Because
other.
here's the
without
thing.
getting sexual.
Without
I'd probably
anything
say
more.
that for normal
It's
people,
possible.
that's a little weird.
It is.
Oh.
But here's the thing.
Okay.
If girls were doing that, would it be weird?
No.
No. Because I do that. Okay,
Okay.
no.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, no.
Hold on, hold on.
He's seen this because he's seen it with some of my girlfriends, and like we'll do the same thing somewhat, but like it's not like.
She's like, no, sorry, my fiance is not there. You guys
that
can
just happened.
Luke and Mitchell was holding hands in front of me.
I'm around people who are getting married, and I'm slowly taking the guys, slowly seducing them into the engagement.
That's what it's there.
No.
That sounds wrong.
See,
The wrong word.
That's wrong.
see,
Why is seduction sexual?
It has it in the word, Mitchell. In the
No,
word.
but Luke and Kayla
No.
are trying to say something.
no, but she sees it from a girl's perspective to where, you know,
You guys
that's
just are
fine,
like,
right?
oh.
For a girl, but us guys, we're looking at that.
Yeah.
Us manly men.
Right, and
doing
we're looking
that.
at like what's going on, like something, no, like,
Yeah.
You guys,
You're like,
look like
is
you
there
have
gonna be
a
a
girl
magic
relationship.
trick? What's going on?
Something going on, like, I don't know,
Now
you know, like,
Luke, are a very affectionate person. Like you always give us hugs and stuff.
yeah,
Do you feel just as comfortable hugging Tim and Chris as you
Of
would
course.
to like me and Debbie?
of course,
You
And
do.
me,
yeah.
So it's like
you're more comfortable
you know,
with me, though,
But
right?
but
You didn't hear that.
I bet you wonder where Mitchell's been.
He just covered Kayla's
He just
ears,
covered-
his fiance, just
covered
so you
Kayla.
know.
Oh, okay. Well, you're that later.
but like you know, there's nothing beyond that.
Damn.
It's just from like an outsider looking in.
Sorry, that's
Like if there was a guy sitting there that didn't know any of us, they would be like,
yeah, no, that'd
okay,
be
this
weird.
is an orgy waiting to happen.
Yeah,
so what you're saying-
This just went dark.
It's not like that.
No.
That's what I'm saying. There's
So
something
today
very-
we're talking about flowers and-
that you guys
Birds
can
and
be
the
that
bees,
way
don't
without
See, that's the
fear.
thing. That's my point. Between us, it is so pure in
Yeah.
a way that most people don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we have that,
Exactly.
and it's so beautiful.
I think it came to a
Exactly.
place. When did it
But I feel
start?
like most people don't recognize. I think me and
Yeah.
Tim were just way too close, and then
And then it just spread
and then
to
it just
you.
spread.
It
We
affected
infected
you.
everyone.
Well, because like you have a good point. Like you see, like even like obviously when like toddlers and all that, that's normal. Like you see a lot of brothers or sisters fighting, bickering, and all that. But like you two are just
Yeah.
find a bond.
yeah,
with each other,
we
but-
They
did
bicker.
before.
Well, no, I know, but
But-
I'm just saying, like now you guys have grown it, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna go over and just.
I think
fight
it's
it out.
because what happens when there's only single men. You need a hug, and you know. So we just in the mornings before we go to school or work or whatever, we would just like go and like lay our necks around each other and just like sit there for a couple minutes. And just relax and like let our guards down because it's completely safe between us, and then we would depart and you'd feel safe, you know.
Yeah.
And that was kind of
I
our
think that's
everyday.
great though,
And
because
you-
I honestly do not know of any other like platonic either friendships or sibling relationship that's like that between
We're the
between
future.
guys. I really, it's unique. It's
Boom.
unique in a good way. It is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
it is.
and from that, like in the mornings, like you were talking about, you would feel like you were winning, like
Right.
you were
Mm-hmm.
you were okay. I have something to live for.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like
Yeah, it's
like
true.
there's
And then he left.
I'm not alone.
right. Like I'm not.
See, we
I'm
did
not
get
alone.
emotional
Yeah.
intimacy from women, so we sought each other.
No, that just went a dark turn.
No,
I mean, our parents.
Mitchell, but that's what the
We didn't
world
get love
sees
from our
it.
parents.
Yeah.
So
No,
we-
that's
That's what the world sees
Yeah,
it.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, like for us, it's just like
You know what it is? I think that when guys have human contact, like everyone kind of wants to touch one another. That's why people hug. Because everyone wants to be felt and held, right? Everyone wants to be held in a loving way.
Yeah.
And for guys, when we touch one another, we suddenly immediately assume that it seems, if it's anywhere that's not just shaking hands, that it feels more sexual. And that's why we try to create like cool handshakes and all that type of thing, so that it feels more like, this is a cool thing. This isn't sexual. No homo, all that type of thing. Like because essentially like we're essentially trying to go like, I know that feeling can be something intimate, and so I want people to know that that's not the case. But for us, like, we know that's not the case, so we don't worry about it.
And that's the thing, though. Like, when we have that like feeling like it's turning there, we feel like it's
Turning a circle.
and we try and protect from that because we don't want our outward appearance to make
it seem that way.
like something's happening, right?
Well, how many times have you seen it depicted in the movies? Where I'm trying to think of one. There's a scene that I'm picturing in my head, but I can't remember what movie it's from. But these two guys get like really. Oh, it's from Grease. Where they go, remember?
Yeah.
They go and hug
And then
each
they're just
other.
like,
Kinnicky and
nothing.
they go and he's
Yes.
like, will you be my driver? And he's like, yeah, man, I'll be your driver. And then they go and they like hug, and then they're like, and then they're like combing their hair, and they're like, it's that because they realize they've connected, but they don't want anybody
They don't
else
want any
to know,
outsiders seeing it, basically.
to think that there's anything beyond it.
And see, that's the benefit from
But
this.
that's the fear. That's the fear kicking in of saying, I don't want people to make the wrong assumption about me. Where you guys have, there's no fear.
Right.
There's
We
no
don't-
fear.
Well, except outside.
I mean,
Somewhat.
I think they're a little
Somewhat.
afraid of me, but I get what you're saying.
It's more like Mitchell has no fear and he forces us to step out our boundaries.
Like, they don't want to embrace their feelings. They're just like, I'm going to be normal.
You jumped into it really quickly though, because like you'd just seen me over like Facebook chat, and you immediately were like on board with my sense of humor,
Wait,
and then you were
when
here
were you
and
guys
saw us.
Facebook chat.
Well, Luke was like, you have to
talking
meet her. She's amazing. And then you brought her up over Facebook chat. I was like, hey, I love Luke. And then I like held him, and she was like, all right.
Well, because I know you guys are family. Like, I'm not going to make fun of that.
See,
like,
but you didn't know him.
No, I know. That's
Well, I'm
the
not
thing.
family. Well, I am.
You are.
family.
You are totally.
You come to our Christmas.
Yeah, I
You
did.
spend
I
all
really
summer
did.
with us. You're our
Yeah.
family.
You
Yeah,
spend
no,
summer as you
I'm
spend
the black
Christmas
sheep.
with us.
Like, yeah, like, I've noticed, like, even for myself, like, I don't even know half this family. And I'm like, I feel like I'm just going into this quickly. Like, I've known you guys, and, like,
Yeah.
it's just, it's really cool.
Well, it's like what I said about, like, you know, her getting her own nickname. I'm like, she's, like, gelled really easily into a group. Like, she's just it's
She's
just
already
Kaylah,
an
you know,
honorary
like,
boy.
Yeah, she is. She
The
is.
second honorary boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's like she just kind of, like, found her groove with us easily. So, yeah, kudos to Kaylah.
You guys are gonna, like, in no time, you're both gonna move up the ranks of boys. Like, let's see who gets the promotion first.
Oh, come on.
Better work on it, Logan. Don't want a girl to beat you first.
Let's
You
not
don't
go
want to
there.
make
Let's
a
not
girl
go to
beat you
that
being a
area.
boy. That's,
No, it's gonna be me. Come on.
But if I up the rank, then you're in trouble. Then.
well, guys, I hate to call it short for me personally, but I might have to excuse myself from this chat.
You're excused.
wow!
It's just like if you
I
just
feel
got out.
like so much love right now.
No, we love you, Sheri.
Which is why we're
And
gonna
there
tie
you
you
go.
to this chair. And you can't leave.
We're gonna pull her into the car, drive her home.
We're going to White Castle
I really want to go to White Castle.
right
It's
now.
6 hours away. In Michigan. We should go. Let's go.
Tomorrow, tomorrow.
We were just
should
talking
go
about going to go
tomorrow.
to see what was the food restaurant that's there? It's a super famous burger
White
place.
Castle.
Oh, is it White Castle?
Is that what?
No, White Castle it has a little mini chicken
It's a
and
burger
burger
place?
place. Yeah. They have like little
Chick-fil-A.
sliders. But there's
Oh, yeah.
Chick-fil-A too.
Chick-fil-A.
But the nearest White Castle is 6 hours.
Oh
away.
yeah, okay, sorry. I thought it was a city and there was a burger place there, but White Castle is the burger place.
Yeah, White Castle is the burger place.
Well, then let's
Yeah.
go.
Let's go now.
Sorry, that was a
Okay.
little. That was a little high.
Really?
We'll be back for church.
Are you?
Olivia
No,
would-
it's 12
Olivia would
hours
tell me.
altogether. Yeah.
Cause
You guys are-
I wanna go to bed tomorrow.
Honestly, we should go tomorrow.
I wanna go to bed tomorrow.
I would do a road trip. Oh, well, we have to go to my dad's 75th birthday party tomorrow.
I'm done between like family.
We could sleep in the car and force Tim to
and
be
I
awake.
just feel like I should.
But then again,
Yeah.
Luke's not going to be able to be there, right?
Therefore,
Oh, no,
it's
he
all
actually
off the
worked
table.
I can.
You can?
I can, but I have to leave.
Oh.
I might have to leave early, like 12:30.
He doesn't
Get
get
back
any
for
cake.
No. You need, it's an
No,
hour and a
it-
half drive. You have to leave at 11:30. If you have to be there at 1.
Oh, sorry.
11:30.
Why did I say 12:30?
Oh, see, the service finishes at 12, so you wouldn't even get to the party.
Well, no, but he could come in the morning.
I thought the church
say,
was the party.
Boy, a real podcast.
A bucket list.
What's on your bucket list?
All right, on my bucket list, because I usually don't have a bucket list. I'm saying because I think you just turn it on. So there's this story about this dog. I think it's in Japan, but it
You
might
wanna
be
buy the
in a
book?
different one.
You mean the bear one?
It is the dog.
The bear-looking dogs.
Maybe, but essentially what it is this. There was this dog that somehow interacted with this guy, and this guy would always get on this bus, and then he would get off the bus, and he'd give like the dog food and like take care of the dog.
Is this what I think? I think I know what you're thinking.
You probably are.
Is this dog a Shiba Inu?
Hmm?
Is this dog a Shiba Inu?
I don't know what
it's
that
a
is,
poodle.
quite honestly.
It's a poodle.
Is that a fluffier dog?
Kind of, yeah.
I think I'm pretty sure. But what happened is there's this dog that always would like meet with this guy and go home and he'd feed it and then it'd come back and like wait for him when he'd come home from work, okay? And it'd wait for him all at the same time. But then he got sick and he died. And the dog stayed there and waited. And it kept waiting and it kept waiting and it kept waiting. And people would come by and they'd be annoyed by the dog and they would like not care for the dog because it seemed like an annoyance, but it kept waiting at that bus stop for him and he never showed up. And then
I feel like
and it
I've
ended up
seen
having
this.
worms. It ended up having I think like cancer, but it kept waiting and then it died. And then the story of this spread around, and they actually made a statue of that dog at that bus station. And I want to visit that. I want to visit that statue.
I feel like I've seen that. Like, what is it called?
What's the name of the dog?
I don't know. I just know.
I feel like I've seen.
I don't know if you guys watched like Fine Bros, which is like a reaction channel, but essentially like they were having people react to this story. It was a try not to cry challenge. I cried, and I was like. This dog stayed waiting at this bus station for this person that wasn't even its owner, but it just was connected with. And there was a movie made up about it, actually. But, like,
I feel like I've heard
it stayed there, and people kept coming, but didn't really pay attention to the dog. And the dog was so loyal, just kept waiting for this person, and the person never showed up.
Stay there and crap like on the floor.
I'm not sure about that. All I know is that when
kept
he was supposed to be showing up, the
Right.
dog was always there waiting for him, but he never showed up.
That sucks.
Oh, but I love that they put a statue there
But then
that was
when-
recognized.
But yeah, when people learned about this dog, and I think they learned about it before it died, it got famous. So they would start showing up and like giving it food and that type of thing because it like wasn't getting food, and so it became famous and it would continue sitting there and people would spend time with this dog because of that.
Right.
But then when it did die and never actually saw the owner that it wanted, that's when they built the statue for it, and that's amazing to me. And
That is. That's
I
a
want to.
beautiful
That's
story.
my one bucket list. I want to see that. I want to go there and be at that
Where is
statue and spend time. It's either Japan or Korea. I'm not sure. And now I said
Oh,
that
I
it's
hope
probably
it's
none
Japan.
of those.
It's not Korea.
I hope.
Hey, there's a good Korea, and
Oh,
that could be either one. No one knows.
Nobody knows.
But yeah, I hope it's Japan because I've always wanted to visit Japan because I feel like
Japan.
they're like America,
Sushi.
but
America?
better because they're so high tech. Like their buses
Oh,
like
it's
have
crazy.
computers.
Mm-hmm.
Like
And
it's
their
amazing.
toilets are crazy too.
Oh my goodness.
Like they spray up your booty.
Everybody.
Please download this and listen every day.